Hello friends, a warm welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your friend truly Shoham. I am back with my original content today, with my new content today, and today I'm not going to discuss about any full-fledged film, any full-fledged series or anything related to a specific film or specific cinema. I'm going to discuss about the filmmakers, the cinema makers, the movie makers, the great film artists who have inspired me, who still talks to me via their artwork, via their cinema, irrespective of the fact whether they are living or they are gone. So, without wasting any further time, shall we start today? Wait. Before I start, this one request. Please continue sharing, liking, subscribing to my YouTube channel, Truly Shoham, for more and more and more original content. At number 10, Ramgopal Verma, RGV. I agree that the last decade he has been synonymous with abominations. He has reduced himself to a Twitter troll, B-grade porn movies, anything like that. But trust me, at his peak, mid 90s to mid 2000s, he was the single biggest phenomenon. He was the harbinger of change and he was the OG disruptor of Hindi cinema. Just look at his filmography at his peak. Raat, India's first, I would say, modern horror film. Then comes Shiva. Shiva was the change maker of Telugu cinema. Shiva made Nagarjuna whatever today he is. Nagarjuna still considers Shiva as one of the greatest films that he has starred in. Then came Satya. Discussion starts and ends there. This year marks the 25th anniversary of the film Satya. I have made a detailed video of it. I'll share the link in the description box. And then Rangila, musical, thriller, crime thriller. The motivator of change and also the mentor to filmmakers like Anurag Kashyap, great artists like Manoj Vajpayee, J.D. Chakrabarti, Urmila Matondkar, Saurabh Shukla. His volume of work at his peak is unparalleled to none. So my deeper respect to him, and he is the reason why I dare say Sacred Games and Mirzapur exists. Thank you, Ramgopal Verma. At number 9, Tapan Sinha, if for non-Bengali persons. Tapan Sinha, again the OG. In today's times, when the word lower middle class cinema, middle of the road cinema has become so fashionable, 50s and the 60s, when Ray Ghatak Sen was at their peak, this guy was doing the same with the biggest of stars, making sensible yet massy cinema, having a beautiful blend of artistic yet commercial content. Thomas Sinha's finest work, গল্প হলো সত্যি, বাবরচি's original version, জ্যোতিগৃহ, গল্প হলো সত্যি, আদালত একটি মেয়ে, Safed Hathi, Admi or Aurat. Please watch this film to understand what I'm trying to say. This guy is one of the finest filmmakers and massively underrated in the annals of Indian cinema. His films are available in YouTube, Movie, everywhere. Just Google search Tapan Sinha, you will get to know the impact that he has had on cinephiles across India. At number 8, Gautam Ghosh, another great filmmaker coming from Bengal. When we talk about hard-hitting cinema, when we talk about political cinema, his work will always remain relevant, come what may. Par, Dokhol, Himghor, Abar Oronne, Two Moner Manush. I'm yet to see his unreleased film Rahegir. But Gautam Ghosh, sir, you have been one of the greatest filmmakers that our country has ever seen. His documentary work, watch his documentary Mabhumi, available on YouTube. Watch his documentary Hungry Atom, everywhere. Gautam Ghosh, one of the greatest filmmakers of our country and who has inspired me, and he has shown us that a film can be directly political without resorting to jingoism and without resorting to slogan mongering. Such is the impact of his films. At number 7, Nagraj Manjule. Anybody who is familiar with modern day political cinema which is based on caste hierarchy, social oppression, understand why Nagraj Manjula stands out. Watch Sayat and Fanry, end of discussion there. Hard hitting, thought provoking, a champion for the oppressed. Even his last film, Jhund, starring the great Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, his short in Unpaused, Vaikuntham, he is one of the most important voices of our cinema, Indian cinema writer working at this point in time. At number 6, Mani Ratnam. What more to say about this person? Mani Ratnam has been one of the greatest filmmakers our country has ever seen and probably will ever see. An artist of the highest caliber. Again, not to be branded as a typical art house filmmaker per se, but his craft, his sensibility, the way he shoots, the stylization, everything. He is a filmmaker way ahead of his time. Gitanjali, Nayakan, one of the greatest gangster movies ever made in this country, greatest human stories. Maunaragam, Kanathil Muthamithal, Araipayuthe, to Katru Valley Day, to PS1 to PS2, Dil Se, Roja, Bombay, such great and seminal work of cinema. Maniratnam's name will again be written in golden bold letters in the annals in the history of Indian cinema. At number 5, Buddhev Dasgupta. Again, a great filmmaker, and I would say one of the most unique filmmakers in Indian cinema, because his films were categorized into 3 or 4 phases. Early phases where he was directly political, inspired by the likes of Mrinal Sen, and then came a phase in his life when he became more into poetical cinema, poetry in cinema, cinema in poetry. All his later part of the films, like in Tahader Kotha, or Bag Bahadur, or Fera, whatever we are talking about, all these films talk about an extended reality, not to be missed with realistic cinema. Yes, he was realistic cinema and he was deeply political, but he was looking for that porous space between reality and extended reality. That's why I consider him one of the most important voices of our cinema. All his films are available in YouTube, Amazon Prime, everywhere. Watch his films, and I hope that the next generation of cinephiles, next generation who understands the essence and the resonance of true cinema, will understand what Buddha Das Gupta means to our cinema. At number 4, Govind Nihalini. Again, when we talk about parallel Hindi cinema movement of the 70s and 80s, Mr. Govind Nihalini, Mr. Shyam Benegal, I prefer Govind Nihalini more than Mr. Benegal. No disrespect to Mr. Benegal, but Govind Nihalini, one of the great filmmakers of our country. Akrosh, Ardhasatya, Tamas. Tamas, according to me, is the greatest story made on the partition of India. Though technically not called a film, it was a series made for Doordarshan. But Govind is Akrosh, Ardhasatya, Tamas, Deham, Hazar Churasi Ki Maa, Party, one of the great films of Govind Nihalini. Watch these films to understand that what thought-provoking, socially realistic cinema, and yet so direct in political, not stilted, not extremely artsy, or not extremely trying to tweak things just to show what a great filmmaker he is. His films were direct, socially committed, political, and realistic to, with a capital R. Watch Govind Nihalini films, please. At number 3, Vishal Bhardwaj. Again, beautiful mix of commerce and content, great music, great artistry, and what a great filmmaker. Apart from being a composer, Vishal Bhardwaj ventured into as filmmaking with his film Makdi, and when he and his Shakespeare trilogy, whether it's Macbeth aka Makbul, Othello aka Omkara, and Hamlet aka Haida. My personal favorite is Haida. Vishal Bhardwaj's name will be etched out in the history of Indian cinema for being one of the most daring, thought-provoking, groundbreaking filmmakers of our times, and probably in the history of Indian cinema. In today's times, when films like Kashmiri Files are being hailed as modern-day cinematic classic, though they are hate-mongering, bigoted, bastardized cinema, watch a film like Haider to know that what nuanced, realistically, and political filmmaking looks like. Vishal Bhardwaj. At number 2, Anurag Basu. Anurag Basu's film, I mean, though he started out with murder, but he came to its own with Life in a Metro. Even a film like Kites, which did not work too well, I love that film. His visual aesthetics is something that really appeals to me a lot. Jagga Jasus, one of the most underrated, but I dare say experimentative modern day cinematic classic, at least 60% of it. Anurag Basu's last film, Ludo, and his visual aesthetics, the way he shoots the cinema, the way his mind is a thing of marvel. I mean, I hope that I wish to someday talk to him to understand his thought process, the way he thinks about cinema, what is the idea of cinema. Hopefully, I may to learn a thing or two. At number 1, I've got 3 filmmakers, not just one. Ray Ghatak Sen. Discussion ends. The holy trinity of Indian cinema, the holy trinity of Bengali cinema, the holy trinity of world cinema. মানে কাকে ছেড়ে কাদের কথা বলবো? ফর এভরি পথের পাঁচালী, ফর এভরি অপু ট্রিলজি, দেয়ার উইল বি আ মেঘে ঢাকা তারা, কমলগন্ধা সুবর্ণরেখা. For every all these 2 maestros, there will be a বাইশে শ্রাবণ, there will be কলকাতা 71, ইন্টারভিউ, আকালের সন্ধানে, চালচিত্র, একদিন প্রতিদিন, ওকাউরি কথা, Mrigaya, whatever you call it. These 3 filmmakers probably deserves an essay to be talked about. In the interest of time, I will say that I salute and bow my head down to these 3 filmmakers. They will live on till the time the world cinema exists. Special mention. These filmmakers also motivated me, inspired me, and still talk to me. Aparna Sen, Ketan Mehta, Guru Dutt, Bimal Roy, Raj Kapoor till the 60s, not the Sangam, Ramtiri Ganga Mein Ali, Mera Naam Joker wala Raj Kapoor. And last but definitely not the least, Mr. Anurag Kashyap. Again, a prodigy of Mr. Ram Gopal Verma at his peak, but again, daring, provoking filmmaker. So these are my pick of the filmmakers who inspired me. Will request each one of you to say who are your top filmmakers, whose talks to you, whose films you always love watching and learn about the medium of cinema. Let me in the comment section. Thank you so much for tuning for almost 10 minutes. This has been a long video. I hope you guys are patient enough and watch this video from top till the bottom, start till the end. Thank you so much. Bye bye and take care. More when we meet. Bye bye everyone.